Well, I haven't heard about that report, but there's a codified response to flags that's already in the textbook for victims of white supremacy, the basic textbook that you can get by going to producejustice.com. Now, it's a pledge to the flag. It's a universal pledge. It'll fit any flag, anytime, anywhere, anytime, night or day, wherever you are on the planet. And it will apply to any flag. So it'll settle that flag thing forever, in my opinion, or it should. Or if a person wants to discuss it and say it hasn't settled it, then discuss it. But you stick with it. And I'll take that pledge, because I will take the pledge. If I'm told I must take the pledge, I'll take the pledge. But the pledge will consist of these words that are very true and will apply to any flag at any time under any circumstance. And the words are as follows. It took me several years to come up with just this very short pledge. It's very short, right to the point, and it fits. And if you try it yourself, I don't think anybody can argue against it. Nobody will have a case. They can't haul you into court or put you on any kind of list and say you're unpatriotic, because it's the most patriotic pledge, I think, that will ever be thought up, as far as I'm concerned. And if someone thinks of one better, I'm willing to go along with that one, because I want to go with the best. So what is that pledge? It goes like this. This is the one I came up with about 1980. I do at all times relate to the flag the exact same way that the flag relates to me. Unquote. That's it. I do at all times, underline all, even when you're asleep. Even when you are asleep, that will apply. I do at all times relate to the flag. What flag? Any flag. The exact same way that the flag relates to me. Now, when you make that statement, you are telling the truth. No one can say you're not telling the truth. There are some flag pledges that are not even telling the truth. And it's obvious. Okay? If you look at the words of a lot of pledges, I mean, you will find that there's some parts of it that, hey, that's not true. All right? I mean, so you don't want to take a pledge to a flag when you're making statements about the flag that are not true. I mean, if that's not so-called quote, unquote, whatever you mean by it, disrespectful, I don't know what is. You're going to say something about the flag that ain't true? All right? And the one that I have heard, the one that I was taught, that's not true. If you look at the words of it, that's not true. That can't be true. But that pledge, that compensatory, universal flag, that's the title of it. Compensatory, making up for what's missing. Universal flag is in the code book, in the textbook for victims of white supremacy. I do at all times relate to the flag the exact same way that the flag relates to me. Now, people have asked me, since I've been saying that for some years now, say, well, Fuller, how does the flag relate to you? Then you repeat the same thing you said before. What did I say? So you don't deviate. You say, I do at all times relate to the flag the exact same way the flag relates to me. And they'll say, oh, you're being evasive. You're being this. And they're going to come at you all kinds of ways. And you just keep repeating what you say. Now, if they say, well, say something different. I demand that you say something different. And you say, okay, you don't want me to say the truth? And that is, I do at all times relate to the flag the exact same way that the flag relates to me? Say, no, don't say that. Okay, then I'll say, well, what do you want me to say? And then if they got a gun to your head, or they say they're going to fire you from the job and all like that, then you say what they want you to say. But if they say, just tell you to say something different, you say, oh, you want me to say something different on my own, and they still allow you to say something on your own, then you say the same thing you said before. I do it all times, relate to the flag the exact same way that the flag relates to me, and they may ask a question at that time in exasperation, because this is the logical way they would go. They'd say, well, how does the flag relate to you? And you can say what? Tell the truth. You say, I don't know, but you can ask the flag. Doesn't get no better than that. Anybody come up with a better response than that, I want to know what it is, because I'll adopt it. That will fit anywhere, and if anybody challenges that, they're challenging the truth.